Hello again, Rayclast. Ah, Faustus. It'll be a pleasure doing business with you.
Welcome back, you filthy exiles, and we finally got a 3.25 league teaser. After all this time, they cached the player data last night, so it usually gives it away, and it looks like a bloody boat league. I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat! What we do know at this stage is Faustus the Fence, who's mentioned in the trailer, is also the NPC that's located on the Rogue Harbour that provides you the trade mechanism from the targets for rogue markers. I guess this might be part of the key for what the new mechanic actually takes the form of. I actually suspect that this league mechanic will actually work very similar to a game that already exists called Settlers of Catan. So for those who haven't played Settlers of Catan, and that includes me, because I don't know that many people, the objective of the game is to build settlements, cities, and roads in between on the island of Catan. In this case, this would be the island of Kalguur, to gain victory points. The first player to reach a set number of victory points, usually around 10, wins the game. So this means I would say that there would be like some sort of victory point system that you would get from playing the league mechanic, which would make sense. And because of the themology with Settlers of Catan, it looks very similar to how the trailer presents itself. Basically, the way that the hexagonal board would be set up in this circumstance is the game board is made of hexagonal tiles representing different types of terrain, being hills, forests, mountains, fields, pastures, along with a desert, and desert's usually the no-go zone. Each terrain type produces specific resources, like bricks, wood, ore, wheat, and sheep respectively, aka food. This could easily be sort of echoed in the way that Path of Exile works for PoE style resources. The board is randomized each game as well, offering a unique sort of play every time you play it. So I'd say this would work exactly the same in the mechanic for PoE, so they shuffle the board and make it a completely unique experience every single time you reload a new instance. I would say it'd be set up very similar to the Temple of Atzawal to a degree with the way that rooms work. As far as how Settlers of Catan work, which is how Settlers of Kalguur could work, players start with 2 settlements and roads and strategically place them on the game board or the Catan board. Each turn, players roll dice to determine which hexes produce resources, which are then collected by players with settlements adjacent to those hexes. Players use the resources to build the roads, settlements, and cities, or to buy development cards, all of which help them gain victory points, which help them achieve the ultimate win in the end. Trading is a key aspect, and I think this is something that the inclusion of Faustus the Fence is going to actually play into, as players can trade resources with each other or with the game's bank. I reckon Faustus the Fence will be the game's bank. As far as trading between players, I don't necessarily know how they're going to do that, but I'd say there'd be some mechanism in there. Ultimately, winning the game is players accumulate victory points through building settlements, all of which have 1 point on each, cities, which have 2 points for each, and achieve certain goals like the longest road or largest army. And this game also allows you to build armies and take over the Catan board, aka in this case potentially the Kalguur board. Development cards also provide victory points and other advantages, which are like special conditions of Catan as well. Overall, I think this mechanic might be absolutely awesome, and this was something that was sort of synthesis sort of looked like, but they didn't quite achieve it. But I think this time they'll pull it off. So unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be a boat league, but I do think it's going to be potentially a really fun mechanic to play. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to like and sub, and don't forget to follow the Twitch, and I will see you guys on stream. Have a good one.